Charlotte Fuller says, guys, this is clickbait. How is this clickbait? This is a robust live stream that's been meticulously created and orchestrated to provide maximum entertainment value to the people that want justice for my daughter and know that I'm excellent at exposing institutional corruption. And I'm exposing the corruption in my daughter's case as well. Unfortunately, I did just contact the NHS Counter Fraud Authority a few days ago about my daughter's case, and they said, we don't investigate this. Same thing that the local government ombudsman says, same things that the Parliamentary Health Service ombudsman says, same thing that the CQC says, the NMC, the GMC. All of these organizations are poised to protect the organized criminal mafias in the NHS. Beth says, what happened to your daughter? My daughter was killed on a neonatal ward by nurses and doctors who made numerous mistakes. Instead of admitting the mistakes that they made, they tried to frame us using social services, saying that we were a risk of significant harm to our children. They fabricated over 200 medical notes, and they have there are over 500 instances of fabrication and harassment, bullying, racism, etc. in my daughter's case, and then they've covered up her death in breach of Article 2 of the Human Rights Act. Melanistic Marvel says this is a dry, complex subject, not celebrity gossip or clickbait. Yeah, and if it was clickbait, it would be easy to debunk the things I'm saying. You could come on and challenge me, but a lot of you guys that disagree with me, when you get up, you start shaking in your boots, heart starts beating. I know it. Thank you for the follow, Sarah. Thank you for the follow, S. Guys, tap the screen to like the live. Press the most important button in the live if you're on TikTok, the follow button. And also follow us on YouTube at State of Deception. Delilah says she's guilty and I'm disgusted by those that keep protecting her. Okay, Delilah. Okay. Joe says, why did the guy leave? Lucy says, where's Henry gone? He's gone to look something up. He's gone to do some Googles. John Biggin says poo-poo. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Nigerito says, she needs to be okay, I'm not going to say that word because we're live on TikTok. Brit Jones says, I swear the stupidest people come to debate you. I can't understand why they do it. I don't know. Charlotte Fuller says, well, this is a flop. How is this a flop? We're doing pretty well, actually. We're slowly gaining YouTube followers, YouTube viewers. And this is like my first live back since I've been on holiday, other than the test lives we've done. Fuck you, Charlotte. We don't like you. KDB says, keep talking, mate. This needs to be heard. You get me? Chick Will says, NHS paralyzed me, denied responsibility, lost notes. The NHS, the system is corrupted. Do you know what it is? Only some of us know, and they gaslight, they lie, and they use the media to convince the public that different things are happening than what actually are. They lie. Oh, we're underfunded. Oh, no. It's organized crime.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills when I'm trying to tell you guys what's going on, what I have experienced personally with the NHS, right? And idiots like Charlotte, who are too shy. Charlotte's too shy. She's one of those people, like, she pretends to be a big, strong woman. She pretends. But when she goes to bed at night, she cries herself to sleep because she thinks about all of the things that she's done, all the lies that she's told, all of the, insecurities that she has. But when she comes on my live stream, she acts like a big, oh, look at me. That's what she acts like. But if you actually get her to come and debate, then her ass is going to fall out her back because she's not one of them. She's not one of them ones. She's like a little lemming, She's one of the little lemmings. She can't size with me really like that. What's up, Suki?
Hiya. Hold on, let me just put my headphones in real quick. Okay, done. Hello.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say a massive thank you for bringing light to this topic, because what the majority of people do not realise is that we're potentially looking at the biggest miscarriages of justice that the UK has seen in modern history.
Yep.
For those who are doubting what we are saying, just take the time to look at the medical expert review that was released back in February, where they looked at all of the evidence, pieced it apart. Hold on one second.
No, sure. We're going to get to you as well, Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte's back. They went off. Okay, Charlotte, you can speak now. I'd love to. Now, Charlotte, be careful because you might end up embarrassing yourself.
No, don't talk about embarrassing myself. I don't do narcissistic behaviours and I don't do manipulative behaviours, okay? So now we're going to talk on a level and we're not going to use the whole manipulative behaviour, okay?
Who's using manipulative behaviour?
let me tell you something. You just tried to describe who I was by a few comments.
Yeah.
You said I wouldn't be brave enough to jump in this box.
Yeah, I use you for entertainment value.
Definitely. No. You're using this whole topic for clickbait.
Really?
And you don't like that I'm the one that picked it up. That's why you said you didn't like me. Then you
I
wanted
don't
to
like
pick up
you.
and tell me who I am and tell me that I wouldn't dare go on and come in this box.
And you did
debate
it. You took the
told me
bait.
I'm not in
Well
more-
done.
You told me. No, stop. You told me that I'm not intelligent enough to come in this box.
Now you came
and
on.
debate
So
me.
let's hear what you got to
And
say.
now I'm here. So
We'll
what now?
hear if you're really intelligent or not.
Go ahead.
Go on. You tell us why you definitely know
You're
that
the
she's...
one that you said.
Oh, you don't have anything to say.
Oh,
That's
okay.
hilarious.
So don't do that. A woman that has done this to children would not have gone to jail with no evidence.
Tell us the evidence.
So you trying to clickbait the internet.
Tell
to get
us
more
the
viewers,
evidence.
You picked the right person today because I bring.
I know. Well,
am the
you're not
voice.
the right one.
Okay?
This is
But what
small
you're
fry
trying
to
do
me.
is, you try to be narcissistic towards me. You don't.
This
have
is
a
small
clue who I
fry.
am.
Tell us the evidence.
You try to use blackmail to get me in your box.
Tell
to
us the
bring more
evidence.
views. Okay. The evidence. She's in jail.
No.
That's the evidence.
So you're saying
Was
that...
you in the case?
Okay,
You know
okay.
that there's-
Stop
do
yapping
you
and let me
know that
respond.
in a case,
Are you telling
there
me
is a
that
lot
no
of
one has
evidence
ever
that
been
gets
wrongfully
forward?
convicted?
So do you know that in a case there's a lot of evidence that don't get to be brought forward?
Tell us
Because
the
evidence that is brought-
evidence.
Listen, because the evidence that is brought is strong enough.
Tell us the
And that's why
evidence, you
Lucy
clown.
is in-
Tell us the
You
evidence.
don't like it. You don't
Tell
like
us
it,
the
do you?
evidence.
You don't like
Tell
it,
us
do
the
you?
evidence.
Why are you getting mad?
Tell
Why
us the
are you getting
evidence.
mad? No. You said
You're a
to me
clown.
that I
You're a
can't
clown.
debate
Tell
you.
us the evidence.
Now why are you rattling now?
I'm
Why
not.
are
All you're
rattling
doing is
now?
trying to attack me. Tell us the evidence.
Tell me how not. Tell me how she did not do that.
No, you tell
tell
us
me.
the evidence that you saw
No.
that
You was
convinced
here
you.
telling us that she did not do that. So
Yeah,
I said
I've
to
gone
you,
over the
she
evidence
did
multiple
do
times,
that.
but your brain is like
And
a
you
pea
called me
brain. You
out.
have a peanut
No,
in your
you
head
called me out
floating
to
in the
say
center
she
like
didn't
that
do
fucking SpongeBob episode.
Listen,
That's what
we
you
can
got
all
in your
talk
head.
posh,
That's why
darling.
you
We
can't
can all
actually say
produce
anything
our
about the
work very
evidence.
well, darling.
Tell us
Do
the
you understand? We can all
evidence.
do that, darling.
Tell us the
So don't
evidence.
try and do it
What do you mean
with
we
me?
can
I'm
all
the
do that? You
one.
can't size up. You're not witty
You're
enough
the
to
one.
speak to
I
me.
said
That's
to
why you're
you
yapping.
that
You're
this
scared.
woman has
You're scared to
definitely
get into
done
the
it.
nitty gritty
And
with
you
me.
are
You're
using
shook.
the internet
You're
to
shook to get
clickbait
into the
us.
nitty gritty with
And
me.
then you
That's why you're
said-
yapping.
So you
You're
tell us how
yapping.
she did not do it. Tell us then.
You're yapping like a scorned woman that got
You're
beat and
thinking she did not do it.
deleted.
We're saying she did.
You're
So you
yapping on
tell
my
us
live.
why.
Come and
Go
tell
on.
me the evidence. Tell me the
Go on.
evidence.
Go on. You tell me where the evidence is not. Come on.
You're a clown.
How is she wrongfully in jail? You tell me how that is.
You're a clown.
telling us that Lucy Letby
Tell us
is
what
not
evidence you
guilty.
saw that
You're
convinced you
telling
that she's
us
guilty.
and I'm telling you that she is guilty.
So you're saying
telling me
no
she's
one
not.
has ever been
She
wrongfully
is guilty.
convicted?
So you're telling me that she's not. So you tell me where you know better than the courts. You was in this case. apparently.
Yeah, that's
You
what I've
tell
been
us.
doing all live. You haven't been listening. What I've been telling you is that the evidence in the case is medical expert testimony, and the medical expert testimony has been debunked. She was convicted of murdering people when she wasn't present on the ward. The person whose evidence was relied on by the medical expert evidence, whose name is Dr. Sue, has come out and said that his medical papers are being misused. In addition, Dr. Dowie Evans said that there was an intravenous air embolism, and in fact that it was actually an intra-arterial air embolism that would have caused a discoloration on the baby. He's already changed the story about what killed the baby twice, right? And then you've got the insulin case. You realize that the prosecution's case is that Lucy Letby injected a bag with insulin, put it in the fridge, went on holiday, and then another nurse transfused the insulin into the baby when she wasn't present. They transfused insulin into a glucose bag when insulin and glucose are counteract each other. So she put insulin into a glucose bag, transfused it into a baby while she was on holiday, right? Is that according to you? Then they suggest stop. Don't interrupt me, woman. Don't interrupt me, woman. Woman, don't interrupt me, right? Woman, don't interrupt me when I'm speaking. Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. Because the thing with you is people don't put you in your place. That's your problem. That's why you're yapping on my life, embarrassing yourself.
I'm gonna check your
That's why you're yapping on my wife, because nobody ever puts you in your place. You're talking nonsense. You're talking nonsense. What evidence? Tell us what I just said that you don't understand. Tell us.
Getting mad that you have to try and degrade a woman. Go on.
I'm degrading you.
That makes
I'm
you
degrading
feel
you,
better.
woman.
That's why I'm
There are
in
women that I don't
now.
degrade. I'm degrading
That's why I
you.
jumped
I'm
up
degrading
here.
you. I'm degrading you. There are intelligent women. There are intelligent women that know how to speak, know how to behave. There are intelligent women that support my life. There are intelligent women that support my daughter. You are a clown. You are a bad example for women. You are a bad example for women. Yeah, people don't hold you accountable. You're used to coming on a yapping. You're used to coming on a yapping. No one puts you in your. Look at you. Look at how you're behaving. This is someone's. This is going to be someone's girlfriend. Look at how you're behaving on. Look at how you're behaving on live. And this is the problem: is that women like this, nobody ever puts them in their place. Nobody ever tells them, look at this behavior. If a man was behaving like this, they'll say, you're an embarrassment. You're behaving like a fool, right? When you say it to these women, when you say it to a woman like this, look how she behaves. You're a clown. You're a clown. You're a clown.
You threatened me. You said to me,
I threatened you.
Come up to debate
oh,
with you.
I threatened you. Wow. I threatened you, did I? Wow. Everybody follow us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. We got this the follow button. Follow us on YouTube at State of Deception. We got this yapping crack addict yapping away on my live. She's yapping away on my live. Right? Yeah, you bring the views. You bring the views. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself.
You're embarrassed. I'm going to leave you to embarrass yourself.
You raised no points. You raised no points. You raised no points. Claire's Law.
Do you think if my 19-year-old
Claire's Law?
Like
you're gonna falsely accuse me because that's all you have. You're weak. You're a weak coward. You're a weak coward. All you have is yap and false allegations. That's all you got.
So where's your point?
That's all. I just raised multiple points and you started yapping away.
None. They're all invalid because she's in jail. So sit down.
So no one has ever been falsely convicted before?
You lost.
So no one has ever been falsely convicted before, according to this silly crack addict that's just jumped on my life. She does crack, guys. You know, if she's going to falsely accuse me, I can falsely accuse her. She's actually a crack addict. She's a recovering crack addict, so that's why she's behaving like that, guys. But, you know, have some sympathy for her, you know. A recovering crack addict there. So, you know, I have no problem with crack addicts. I just want her to get the help that she needs. Charlotte Fuller, guys, she actually admitted to me in the DMs, you know, you want to falsely accuse me, you know, Lucy Letby, it's okay for her to be falsely accused. Let's falsely accuse you, right? Charlotte Fuller, a known crack addict that's in recovery. Guys, come on, like, send her some links, some support links that she can use to help her addiction. Because I want all people that have problems with addiction to get the help that they need, you know? This is an equal opportunity live. We don't tolerate discrimination, harassment, bullying of any kind. But we give the energy back. You know, when you got these fools that come on, bro, guy, record scratch, right? Imagine this being your girlfriend. Can you imagine this being your girlfriend? Imagine. And it's too easy for me dealing with these fools. This is what they want. This is all they have. Because when I raised the points, she couldn't contend with them. It made her feel insecure. She's probably felt insecure for most of her life. And this is how she deals with men, because she doesn't know how to behave around men. She doesn't know how to be respectful. She probably was raised by a mother that treated her father like this. So she's disrespectful, right? She doesn't know how to be feminine and eloquent, right? So this is how she behaves. Because this is the only way she can truly get attention. This is the only way people actually care about her or listen to her, is when she tries to stimulate this kind of reaction from people. So I gave her the energy that she wants. This is the energy that you need to give idiots like this. You got to put them in their place, right? And, you know, when the women come on and they're respectful, when the men come on and are respectful, you know, you give them the respectful energy. When they want to come on and act like a ghetto clown, we're going to put the ghetto clown in the place, right? We're going to put the ghetto clowns in their place, right? It's too easy for me. What's up, TK?
Hi, by the way, it's Suki.
What is it?
Just changed accounts. It's Suki. I changed accounts. I was on before Charlotte. But yeah, just to carry on with what I was saying, I feel as if this is probably potentially because I feel like where I stand is Lucy Letby not guilty completely? We can't say that for certain. But what I can say is that based on the evidence that came from the medical panel, it's safe to say that the conviction is unsafe.
Yes.
And she's entitled to a retrial. Purely on the back of every single piece of evidence that the prosecution put forward. You have to remember back then, like when the trial was going through, we didn't have access to that information. We just had access to what the press showed. So back then, I'm not even going to lie, I thought Lucy Letby was guilty.
Yeah.
I was absolutely certain of it. And I remember my boyfriend thought she was innocent at the time, and he asked me, oh, what do you think? And I said, provided that there are no other variables within the hospital that could have led to those babies' deaths, so whether it may be the ventilation, whether it could have been sewage, and we know that that unit had issues with raw sewage, where they had sewage flowing into their sinks. provided that there were no other variables or nothing else that could have led to those babies' deaths, then I'm certain that Lucy Letby committed those murders.
Well, I used to
But
think
then
that she
what
did it as well because I had a
Yeah.
bias because my daughter was killed by a neonatal nurse, right? So I had a bias against
to hear
neonatal
that.
nurses, and I had to be mature and address my bias and not paint everybody with the same brush. I even had issues with PTSD when I was dealing with women of certain races, that the races of people that unalive my child, and I had to mature myself and recognize that not everybody is a representation of the individuals that I was harmed by. That's how adults behave. They don't behave like Charlotte. You know, Charlotte is one of those people that have never been properly accosted by the requisite force that's necessary to shut her up and keep her in her place. That's why she behaves in this manner. To behave like this in public is asinine. It's repugnant. And the truth is, you got to put idiots like this in a place. But granted, I have the ability to self-reflect, and the truth is I had to recognize that not all neonatal nurses are bad like the neonatal nurses that unalive my daughter. And I started looking into the case, and there are actually parallels between my daughter's case and also Lucy Letby's case. In terms of the babies that died, so I was already looking into the neonatal deaths on the wards, the issues in the NHS, and ultimately I realised that there was not enough evidence to convict this individual. And the truth of the matter is that you cannot be convicted of a murder that has not been proven to have taken place.
Right.
When the police do their investigation, before even forwarding their evidence to the CPS, the first investigation they do is has a crime taken place, right? And if they cannot prove that a crime has taken place, then there will not even be enough evidence to the CPS will not even consider that there's enough evidence to charge. So they are alleging that this crime took place, that there was an intravenous air embolism and that killed the baby. They are alleging that this insulin was injected into the baby and that's what kills the babies. There's no evidence that Lucy Letby did any of that. And without that evidence, there's no case. And Lucy Letby will be acquitted. She will be. It's just a matter of time. And because we have fools in the population like Charlotte who behave like this, they're ignorant, they don't look into things, they are easily swayed by the media, they put a lot of faith in the system. Because we have people like this, it's difficult. It's an uphill battle to try to persuade people when there's been a miscarriage of justice. But we know that this is our duty as citizens to hold the system accountable. And the problem in the UK is we have this balance shifted way in favor of the system's power, and we need as people to start exercising our ability to hold these sectors accountable, to organize, to expose what is going on. Guys, tap the screen to like the live, press the follow button, the most important button in the live. We got this clown Charlotte who I'm using as a lol cow to get more followers.
There's someone in the comments who said if there was no evidence, she wouldn't be in jail. But the main issue at hand here is the fact that the evidence has been misconstrued. With Dr. Shu's paper that he released in the 80s, I believe, that was on venous embolisms, he posted that for venous embolisms.
Intravenous,
He didn't look at arterial embolisms at all.
Exactly.
At all. And when he found out that the prosecution had misconstrued his evidence, he was so insulted, he was so shocked that he went back and created another paper for arterial embolisms and said, look, if you're going to do it properly.
Yeah.
Here's the evidence. And even still, the new evidence that I've now gone out of my way to, find doesn't align with what you're trying to put forward in court. It doesn't at all. And for people like Charlotte, all I can say is please, guys,
No.
look into the medical.
No,
panel.
TK, please don't say anything. TK,
because
please don't say anything. I just want to make sure don't say anything horrible to Charlotte. She's a recovering addict.
I'm not.
So just be careful.
I'm just saying to people like Charlotte, people who are adamant that Lucy is 100% guilty. Please look at the panel findings. I'm a researcher. I work in epidemiology and I've dabbled into neonatology. I've worked with people who are colleagues with the experts, who are in this panel.
Yeah.
These people are the real deal. They're world-renowned. They're world-renowned experts. They're not going to stand in front of the whole world and say something that isn't true.
I know multiple medical experts that have come out and said she's not guilty. Richard Gill, who's the statistician that got Lucia de Berg off of her case, Lucia de Berg actually recently passed away, so rest in peace Lucia de Berg. I know Richard Gill personally, and I've spoken to him at length about my case and about the Letby case, and he's adamant that she's not guilty. There's no evidence of murders. So I know many experts that have come out and suggested that she's not guilty. And by the way, I just want to address something. Women in the chat, can you actually see this woman, Charlotte, wants to misuse the Clare's Law reporting service because somebody said she doesn't like? What can be more misogynist than somebody undermining reports of abuse? Imagine that. So there are real women that are being abused, and you've got this woman, Charlotte, who's telling you openly in public that she's going to misuse the Clare's Law reporting service and undermine the credibility of women who have actually been abused simply because she wanted to be abusive online, and she got put in her little place because she has a small pea brain. She got put in a place in front of hundreds of people, and now she wants to make false allegations. And this is the problem that we're dealing with in society. These women who they use the system to make false allegations against people, and unfortunately you have men as well that make false allegations against people, and you have also NHS staff that make false allegations against people, and women, men, NHS staff, whoever you are, if you're making false allegations against people, you should be put in your place, you should be accosted, you should be held accountable. And people like Charlotte, they don't last long, they never really achieve much success in society because she doesn't know how to behave. And imagine being her boyfriend, guys. In fact, I think her boyfriend is in a great relationship because he gets all that pent-up charge energy. Yeah, but he needs to be careful because she's trying to direct all of her like emotional energy towards me. And I think maybe she has a crush on me, guys. I think she has a crush on me. So he's in a great relationship right now because he's getting all of this pent-up energy. And he I'm sure it's a great release after a long day's work, right? But right now she's directing all that energy at me. She's got a crush on me, guys. But I don't go for recovering addicts because I actually don't want to exploit anybody, and I think she should get help and she should deal with the addiction first, and then maybe we'll see. But she's not really let's have a look at Charlotte. I'm sure she's good. Yeah.
I personally think we should stick to the topic. This is kind of derailing the whole point of the live, to be honest with you. So yeah, I just came up here to say that
I think she's got a crush on me. I think she's got a crush on me. TK, I think she's got a crush on me. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. See you later, TK. We'll talk another time. Right. Suki. Yeah, she's got a crush on me, guys. That's what it is. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's got a crush on me. Betamax, I don't know if you're connecting. We're still taking live requesters. TK just, wow, don't come for TK. That's my G right there, Suki. That's my G. Yeah, Charlotte's got a crush on me, guys. Charlotte's got a crush on me. Guys, tap the screen to like the live. Press the follow button as well. Nothing proves reasonable doubt as much as film 12 Angry Men from 1957. It's true, like, there's been so many public miscarriages of justice that for people to act like simply because somebody was convicted, that means that they definitely are guilty and that there's no way. I mean, there's a court called the Court of Appeal. The reason the Court of Appeal exists is for people who have been wrongfully convicted. So to say someone must be guilty because they were convicted, that is ridiculous because, yeah, you can treat them as if they're guilty until they've had their appeal. But Lucy Letby hasn't had her appeal, you know? She hasn't had her appeal. Charlotte, you're right. They were going to go when I stopped commenting. So that's why we're keeping you here as a locale. We're just using you as an example of the type of person that still thinks Lucy's guilty. You're the poster child for ignorance right now. So we're just making an example of you. You can go anytime you need. Nobody's forcing you to stay, Charlotte. You obviously love the look of my face. That's why you want to sit here and continue having a good look at me. Yeah, look at me. Go on. Mwah. There you go. Yeah, that's what you look. Look, can you see? Look at the skin, man. Come on. Charlotte, we know that's why you're still here. You just like the look of me. That's what it is. You like the look of me. I know you're smiling right now. She's smiling. She's giggling right now. We can't see it. We can't see her. We can't see it. See, she even said, oh, look at this, Charlotte. I'm giving you that googly feeling in your stomach now. She's like, he's actually kind of funny, you know. So we got off on the wrong foot. That's what Charlie's thinking. She's thinking, oh, we got off on the wrong foot, didn't we? He's actually funny. She's smiling at the screen right now. Charlotte, is your heart your heart's pumping a bit, innit? Yeah. Come on, Charlotte. Charlotte's smiling. She even said the laughing emojis. I had her giggling, man. You got I think your man needs to come get you, Charlotte. I'm the type. Your man needs to come get you. Kamar says, "Oh gosh, stick to the topic, sir. We're not here to listen to much." Mate, you can leave whenever you like, man. This is my live. Like I said, we're using Charlotte as a locale to get more views. Department says, "I'm on mute. I'll be back soon. Watching episode 1." John Biggins. Do you know what? I actually enjoy. I enjoy my YouTube viewers a lot, and the YouTube family. Nobody says we can't block them. Let's remove Let's get rid of John Biggins, because I want the YouTube family to. Oh, he's just. This guy definitely would love it. Let's just leave him. He's funny. Would love a Diddy party. Okay. We've got 100 people in the live, guys. Tap the screen to like the live. Press. If you tap the screen, we're gonna get 10,000 likes. That will help our live, won't it? Charlotte says, "Let's go, guys. Bye, abuser." Charlotte, you abused me. I felt really abused by the way you treated me. Do you know what? I'm gonna do a Claire's Law on you. Yeah, that's right. Claire's Law, I'm going to do one on you too. You know we can do it on women too, right? Don't be a sexist and think that Claire's Law is only for men. I'm going to do a Claire's Law on you. Yeah. Oh, wait, Claire's Law is actually for people who have actually been convicted. You didn't even know that, did you? You can't just say, "Oh, we're going to put this on his record now." You get laughed at, just like you've been being laughed at for this whole life. Samam says, "You talk like you're educated, but you don't act like it." I can act how I want. You know, I can talk how I want. Nah. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. You're just yapping online. Department says, "The first talking head isn't identified, so no idea who he is or why we should listen to him. The stock footage overlaying his speech is inexplicably from the 1950s. This is just bizarre." I don't know what you're referring to, Department. Delilah. Yeah, Delilah, you're one of those brown-nosing girls. You know the brown-noser girls? You know the girls that, like, they have no, like, strong personality, so all they do is, like, go for the girl club, like, "Yeah, we're team girl, like, I'm just gonna defend them no matter what they say because they're a girl." You're like one of those brown nose girls, like, yeah, you're one of those those pocket holding girls. "Yeah, let's just link this girl because she's a girl." You're one of those brown nosing girls. Nobody respects girls like you, man. Come on, you're like a brown noser. That's like a beg friend thing to do, like, "Oh, I'm just gonna defend them." You're like a beg friend. That's like the beta male of women, is like the beg friend girl that, "Oh, I'm just gonna stick up with you because you're a girl." Charlotte, you're not exactly hard to analyze. You just Charlotte, it's okay. You can't come back from it. I already made you do the laughing emojis, so I know I gave you the googly feeling in your stomach, and you giggled. You literally did emojis that showed that you're giggling. How are you gonna come? You can't even be rude to me after now. You can't come and be rude now because you giggled. I made you giggle. So now, like, you can't say nothing because, like, you was giggling. You're sending them it again. I made you giggle. So now, at the end of the day, it's done. It's done. You can't come and act like, "Oh, we got beef," but now I made you giggle. So you was giggling like a little girl. Let's get somebody else on. You was giggling like a little girl. I made you giggle.